Hello my friends, in this video I want to get a little more in depth about what the whole plan for this channel is. So far I've just shot some shorts and I haven't really done a whole lot of long format videos. I can see that they're a little more work and they probably take a little more time to take off. I've done really well with the shorts though, and I appreciate all the support. I'm currently outperforming on YouTube to any of my other social media. And I've been on other platforms for a while and I'm just really honestly getting kind of tired of them. I've always been a little bit hesitant to go after YouTube, but at this point in time, this is really what I want to focus on. So to get started with the channel, it's not called Marty D's Cigar Box Guitars for a reason. I'm a musician and ultimately I want to play music. I will always build these guitars. This will definitely be a huge part of the channel. However, there's a whole lot more that I plan on adding to it, so we're going to get into that right now. Okay, to start this conversation, I live off grid. I don't live in town, I don't live in a city. I actually live out in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing here except for me and the buildings that are on my property, and I got a couple of critters that live with me as well. But I don't do standard off-grid style living like a lot of people. They do all the animals and the gardening and all that kind of stuff. I'm more just into remote living. I live probably about 15 miles from a small town just off of Route 66 in northern Arizona. And basically, I just like being remote. I don't really plan to do all the farming stuff because I'm more interested in working on music. There's far better channels to watch as far as that goes in terms of learning about off-grid living. I'll probably do some stuff in regards to that, but not a lot. It's going to mostly be about music. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on why I wasn't around this past week. I've got a lot of projects going on out here. Part of it is for the channel, so I'm going to go over that stuff with you right now. Okay, so this past week, the building that's behind me right now is kind of a storage building, and it didn't have any kind of interior work done on it. And I needed to be able to use this building. It had a bunch of stuff piled up in it. I needed to be able to use this building to store all my music gear because there's another building I'm getting ready to work on. So I still had a bunch of materials left over from when I did the guitar shop. And so what I did is I used those to put an interior on this building. So now it's all full of all my music gear and all kinds of other stuff, so that the other building is empty. And we'll go over there and take a look at that now. Because I live off-grid and I live in a remote area, there are no services out here at all. So I do make my own electricity. These are the solar panels that provide all the power in the shop and in the cabin that I live in. Okay, so now I'm standing in front of the two buildings behind me. There's a Weather King storage shed with a little offshoot built off the side of it. This is where you're actually seeing me work from. The offshoot building off the side is where the guitar shop actually is, and so when you guys see me inside there, that is where I am. Now, this building here is what we're going to talk about today. This is actually the upcoming project, and I am going to be doing some videos on this along with finishing those guitar necks that I've been working on. So let's go ahead and go inside and take a look at this. Okay, so I'm now standing inside of this building. I have vacated it. There's nothing in here except for a chair and a couple other things. But basically, I already sheetrocked this a while back. So what the project is going to be this coming week or two is going to be to get this taped and floated, painted. I've got a new floor that's going to go in here. And then I have some trim wood stuff. I'll finish this building out. And this building is going to be where I put my drums. I am a drummer and I do plan on having that be part of this channel as well. Now, the power grid that I showed you outside, this is where it comes to. It's all inside of here. And you can see the guitar shop through the window there. So this stuff can't be in here, and the main reason is because I plan on doing a lot of recording in here, and this stuff is noisy. It makes noise and it'll end up in the recordings, and so it has to be moved. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to move it to the other side of the wall into the guitar shop, And so this is another project I'll be doing within the next couple of weeks. I'll be getting all this stuff moved, and then I'll also be getting started on finishing the interior of this building so I can set up my drones. So anyway, that's what, and then also I have a little fireplace in here that I was using to keep it warm in here in the winter time. I don't want this in the music studio because I don't want all the ash and smoke and all the mess that this makes around my music gear. So this is going to be removed, and it's actually going to be put in the guitar shop. This window that goes in between is actually going to be used to transfer heat and air conditioning. As you can see, I've got an air conditioner in this window here, and I just use that fan to transfer it into the guitar shop when I'm in there. And I'll do the same with the wood stove coming back into here in the winter time. So that's part of the plan as well. I also have a second Weather King storage shed. This is a pretty big one. It's a 12 by 26. And the interior on this is currently being finished and is where I actually live. So, and I probably won't do too much on the channel about this, but I probably will show it as it progresses on the interior. I am still working on it as well. So as you can see, I got my work cut out for me. I'm not always going to be able to make videos. Sometimes I just have to hit the ground running and try to get stuff done. Okay, so now that we kind of took a little bit of a tour and did just a little brief overview of what I'm working on, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what I'm actually going to do on this channel. Obviously, the cigar box guitar is a big deal. That helps me make money to live out here. So, and I want to do a shout out to John out in Southern California that bought the two-string bass. That was my last build. It's also the last video that I posted was a demo of that guitar, and it's already gone. So I'm going to be building more guitars, obviously, because that is part of my income, but I also plan on doing a lot of other things with this channel in terms of music. My goal for the longest time has been to take these and build like a guitar, a bass, like a 3-string guitar, a 4-string guitar, and a bass, and then take them into the studio and record a piece of music, all the parts with all the instruments, and then play drums to that. And so that is a huge part of what I want to do, as well as building the guitars themselves. And so that's kind of the rundown on the plan for this channel. I've got a whole lot of stuff that's going to be coming up here in the next couple of weeks that's going to include all these things that I just went over. And so I look forward to producing more videos and getting them out there, and hopefully starting to build a following here on YouTube, because this is where I want to be. So anyways, I hope you're all having a good day, and I will talk to you very soon.